So free the body from the chains of the past, and it can become renewed again. And so it was very interesting to see that many of these people, without knowing it or not, stopped signaling the same genes in the same way when they overcame that emotional state. They were like, I hate my job. I hate my relationship. I'm going to just make choices. If I only have 6 months to live, I'm going to live happy. Like, I don't want to live unhappy.
I'm going to choose to live happy.
Choosing, right? And if you're choosing, you're changing. And if you're not choosing, you're not changing. If you're not changing, you're not choosing, right? So they made a choice. And the hardest part about change is not making the same choice as you did the day before. And get ready the moment you do. You can intellectualize, but it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be unpredictable. It's going to be unfamiliar. There's going to be some uncertainty. You're stepping into the unknown. And if the addiction of those emotions, where the body's been conditioned to be the mind, the body starts telling the mind to return back to the known. Start tomorrow. You're a failure. It's your mother's fault. You were abused. I need a brain scan. There's something's wrong with you. This isn't right. All of the voices come up because the body's wanting you to think the same way so you can make the same choice, so you can do the same thing, so you can create the same experience, so you can feel the same emotion, return back to that familiar place.
Why does the body want you to stay in a familiar place of fear and stress when it's not the most optimal place to be in this physical world?
I think it because the emotions cause us to see the future through the lens of the past, because the emotion is a record of the past. So you're always planning for the worst thing to happen when you're in that state. So the body has been conditioned to be the mind, the servant is the master, and the programs like, how do you open a doorknob? Well, you may not consciously remember, but you'd go, oh, you do it this way. Well, your body knows how to do it better than your conscious mind. That's 95% of who we are is those automatic behaviors, emotional responses. So epigenetics says the environment signals the gene. But the end product of an experience in the environment is an emotion. So the body's so objective that when it's living in an emotional state, it's believing it's living the same past experience 24 hours a day. So not knowing it consciously, the person, when they surrendered the emotion, they overcame the emotion, they no longer signal the same genes in the same way. If they're no longer behaving the same way, there's behavior-dependent genes that are no longer a signal. There are experience-dependent genes. If you stop having the same experiences, you'll stop signaling those same genes. And genes make proteins. And proteins are responsible for the structure and function of your body. And the expression of proteins is the expression of life.